After we have printed the part, the most important section to discuss is the actual post-processing of those parts. Because we do have the metal parts in front of us at the moment, but it's firmly stuck to the plate and there is no way for me to remove it. So the next stage is we'll have to put this build plate with the parts into a heat treatment furnace. So this is to remove the internal stress from the parts so that we can then further post-process it mechanically. So the reason why we put it with the build plate is because the next step is we will use a wire cutting machine in order to separate the part from the build plate. And when we do this, if we do not do thermal treatment as the first stage, this part may deform. Because we want to have this part the best mechanical properties, we would prefer to treat it in the furnace first, and then we will use a wire cutting machine in order to separate it. So after separating it with the wire cutting machine, we will use the grinding machine in order to smoothen out the surface. As you can see, there are some lines. This is the path that the laser was taking when printing this part. So we'll use the grinding machine in order to smoothen it out. After using the grinding machine, we will use the sandblaster. You can see there are some residues of powder here, here, and here. So the sandblasting machine will help us to remove those residues. And this is an iterative process. We can then go back to grinding if there is some part that wasn't grinded well enough in the previous stages. And after this, the process is complete and we can use those parts and they will look as great as the parts that we see here. So this one has been treated already. And also the parts that we showed you earlier. So those are the parts after post-processing.